feeling. If you crush on me, you need to know my story. But don't get too close to me, cause I need my fantasy. Here I am.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Peters, and today I'm going to tell you the 12 classic books that you should be reading in 2024. So for this video, classic just means any book that all people should be reading. I think that a lot of times classic books are considered old British, European literature, but it can really have a multitude of meanings, and there can be a lot of books that many people should be reading. So this is a project that I started working on a few years ago in 2022. So this will be my third year, and this is my third list that I've made about classic books that I think you should read. I think that in high school, a lot of people read books and then they ended up hating them, and they don't like the classic books that are in the school program. But this is something that I've just wanted to do for myself and just to expand my classic literature knowledge. So let's get into that list. So the first book on the list is Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. So something that's really interesting about this book is that it was originally written in 1983. It's about an apocalyptic future, and that future is in the year 2024. So this is a great time to look back onto this book and see how people thought the world was going to be, or how they were really hoping it wasn't going to be. But it battles climate change and it battles bad political moves, and is a very interesting novel, and I'm really excited to get into it this year. Another book is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. So this book is, as many of you know, is recently made into a movie musical, and I think it's a great time just to pick it back up and learn about the different things that they're talking about. Some of the themes are about colorism, racism, awareness of the LGBTQ community at that time, and it also talks about some really darker themes, but it is a very beautiful story, and I have already read this book this year. It was my first one off of the list, and I totally loved it. Next up is the book The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan. I think this is one of the books that I have been told to read again and again and again, but I just have not gotten to it. So really looking forward to that one this year. Next book is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. So this book, we were invited to be a part of a book club, and that is the book that they are talking about. Obviously, I'm excited to get into all of these books as I pick them, but I'm really excited for these. And I think that this year I picked a really good list to get into. Next on my list, I have Beloved by Toni Morrison. I've only read one book by this author before, and that was one of my high school books. So we read The Bluest Eye for my freshman year of high school, and that was so incredible. But at the time, I couldn't really appreciate it because I'm really looking forward to just having a more mature mindset going into another one of her works. So up next, I have On Beauty by Zadie Smith. This is my first work that I'm being introduced to, and I'm really excited to see what they have to say on beauty. Up next, we have Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin. I've heard so much about this piece as a tremendous work in the LGBTQ community, and I've also heard some things that this book hasn't aged as well as a lot of people like to say it has. This is a book that we're actually reading for a book club in February, so I think it's going to be my next book that I read on the list. Really excited to see what he has to say. I've read other works by him, and I think he's a wonderful author. This next book, I have seen so many people talking about it recently. It's called Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro, and I'm really excited to get into it. I have not read anything by this author. I don't know anything about this book, but I've just seen so many people talking about it, and I think it's gonna be really fun. Next up, we have Noli Me Tangere by Jose Rizal. He's the Filipino national hero, and this is actually a book that most, if not all, students are asked to read during school, and I just thought it'd be a very fun book for me to read as a Filipino person who did not have to read that in school, and that's kind of the basis of my list, is books that you could have read in school, or you didn't read in school, or wanted to have read in school. Next up, we have The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. This is a book that I think more people are starting to read in school today, but this is not what we were reading back when I was in high school, and I've heard a lot of conversations about it, and I'm really excited to get into it. This is another author I have not read any of their works by, and I think that's another really cool thing about this list, is that I haven't read a lot of these authors that are really well known, and their books are considered new modern classics, and I think that challenging myself to reach out and get more acquainted is just the way to get started. So the next book on this list is a self-help book from author Ichiro Kishimi is called The Courage to Be Disliked. I have seen a lot of people saying how this book has helped them become a more confident person and like to just be more comfortable in external spaces, and I'm really excited to get into it. There's a lot of people, me included, who are afraid not to be liked by the public. We post things and we want likes and we want to be agreed with, but I think it does take a lot of courage to be disliked, and I'm just so excited to see what this book has to say about it. And the last book that I have on my list is called The Open Door by Latifa Al-Zayat, and I cannot wait to get into it. If there's a book that you would have liked to see on this list, please let me know in the comments. Also, if there are any other questions or book reviews or things that you want to see on this channel, let us know down in the comments. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more. And this is Red Rose TV. If you want to see any more information about the books, read a little bit about the summaries, maybe buy one, I'll have a link down below with our affiliate with bookshop.org. Also, some of these books make great audiobooks, and you can check those out on Libro FM. Link down below. Thanks guys, bye!
Hey guys, hey, just want to say thank you so much for everybody that's being here. We're going to be doing a cool giveaway for our 500th subscriber. We're very close, and we want to say just thank you guys so much for just supporting us and just being here through this journey. We want to keep on going. Anything you want to see moving forward, let us know. And thanks for being great. Much love.